So today we're going to do some quests for Lord Vendredi, Lord of Sigil. Similar quest, two quests, because oftentimes the two quests will overlap, and it's easier to do two at once. So anyway, Summer Garden is the first one I get, which actually I already have up. In this quest you just travel to some rooms. It's pretty easy, but you do have to go to a CPK room where you can get killed by other players and have your gear stolen if you're not careful. So that's one, and another quest was regent training. Let's see, this one looks like it's just travel around Sigil and Dio. So I'll do this one first since it's easy. So first it says travel to Arianis the Master Mage. I believe he is down here. In the Mages Guild, yep. Next we have, travel to Abominus's Scroll and Magical Supply Shop, which I believe is somewhere down here. Samantha's Source of Power, which you're just in. Tiki Room, which is in Dio. I would speed walk, but basically down here we have a world map, and I am right here. I'm heading down to this city of Dio, which is in the mountains. Now we're in Dio. There's the Tiki. Now to Bossfire. We're on the continent of Orin, I guess. And we're going to go from Dio to Bossfire. So these are two quite easy quests. Don't really have to travel anywhere difficult or kill anything or acquire any hard to find items, so kind of lucked out there, I guess. I mean, sometimes harder quests are fun, but magical inventory. I forget what road that's on. Baltic Street. Okay, so that quest is done. Go back to Sigil and turn that in real quick. Let's type quest complete. Then the quest number. So I got 63 quest points, 5 building points, 4 pracs, 2500 gold. So next one, we want to let me go to the continent of Safaria. So I need to go to my clan hall, which, so I can type clan go hall, it will teleport me right up there. So for this first part, I need to go into a CPK area where I can get killed by other players and have my gear taken away. So before I go in, I'm going to remove all the precious gear. And I'm going to go in naked, basically, with just things that I can't use. So and usually it's good to do that ahead of time, just so you aren't hanging out, near the CPK area for any extended amount of time. So let me make sure I have room in my trunk, which I do. So I'm going to wear my violin, my aura, my spell delivery amulet, and my gold ring. And I'm going to cast Detect Invis since I don't have it anymore. And also Invisible. Put everything in my trunk. Now I'm going to speed walk over to New Colvier. Now this is usually regarded as a pretty dangerous place since it's all CPK, every single room, and it's nearby to Rune and some other places, and occasionally quests send you over there. So, and even if there's nobody there to CPK you, if you're not careful, you can end up stuck in the wrong room. Okay, now before we go in, I'm going to also drop my bags and things that I can't store in my locker and hide them away. And I usually hide them somewhere out in the jungles. Now you always want to be invis before you go in here because there are crickets, usually, that will aggro you if you're not invis, and they block you from fleeing, so you'll probably die. I don't know. I think you probably have to calm. But this quest is pretty easy. You just walk in, and that was it. Okay. So now we need to go to New Rigel, which is also close to my clan hall, just off to the east-southeast. Okay, that was that. Next we have to go from New Rigel to Gilbury. And then next we're going to go from Gilbury to the Twin Moons Inn. Okay, we've arrived at Gilbury, and that's all we have to do there is walk into that room. And now we're going to head off to Twin Moons Inn, last phase. Then we'll head back to Sigil and Lord Vendredi and turn in the quest. Oops, what I missed. I missed Rune. So I'm going to go back to my clan hall, head south-southwest. Just ran into Rune Forest. Rune Forest is a good place to get winged Pegasi, Pegasuses, to ride on when crossing the ocean. They're pretty much always good to have all the time, unless you can't take a mount where you're going, but that's pretty rare. So now we're going to go to Baba Yaga's hut, I believe. And that is it. Now for me to get back to Sigil from Safaria, usually run to New Colvier, where we were before. Probably should have done this last, but and what's it doing? Nope. Okay, now we're approaching New Colvier. I don't actually have to go all the way to New Colvier, as usually I cancel my speed walk when I get down around this area. Okay, then we're going to go basically 198 spaces southwest, which will put us right next to the entrance to Sigil. And just make sure you're levitating or riding a levitating mount, such as a Pegasus, and you can ride right across the ocean, top speed. And when you come to a stop, you should be close to Sigil. Now we're back at Lord Vendredi. Quest complete 31370. So I got 63 quest points, 20 building points, 7 practices, and 25,000 gold points. Also, since that's a seasonal quest, I received 2 items on top of that, one of which is an astral regent I can use to cast powerful spells, the white feverfew blossom. However, it only has a week time span, so you have to use that regent in a week, or you can option it. And you also get a gardening trowel. And basically you just wear it and then use it. And I received 10 extra building points for that. So anyway, those 2 quests for Lord Vendredi and Sigil. Next I'm going to head off somewhere else and do some more. Talk to you then.